Hello everyone. Today we are going to start the new video which is a continuation of the capital market. In the last video we have told about financial market and told that financial market can be classified into two categories, money market and capital market. And there we have studied all the things about money market. Today we are going to classify capital market here. So before classifying the capital market, we should understand what is this capital market is. Capital market. Capital market is the market for capital goods. Capital goods in the sense, capital market is a market for long-term securities. This is the market where long-term securities are brought and sold. Long-term securities or medium-term securities like shares, debentures, bonds, etc. Shares also, equity shares are there, preference shares are there, then debentures, then bonds, like that. All these shares are bought and sold. Okay. So what is the difference between money market and capital market? That's what we are going to start here first. What is the difference between money market and capital market? What is the difference between money market and capital market? What is the difference? There are a lot of differences are there between money market and capital market. In the last class we have told that money market is the market where short-term securities are bought and sold. Here capital market is the market where the long-term securities are bought and sold. Long-term securities we have told and short-term securities we have told in the last class that short-term securities include treasury bill, commercial paper, call money, then trade bills, all those things. Then certificate of deposit, all the things are there which are issued for a period of less than 1 year. So here what are the difference between money market and capital market? Let us see the first one, difference related to participants. What are the differences between money market and capital market? Different on the basis of the participants or the players in the money market and capital market. We have told in the money market the players, main players in the money market are Reserve Bank of India, financing institution and non-financial institutions. Okay, Reserve Bank of India, financial institutions and non-banking financial institutions. Financial institutions include commercial banks and non-banking financial institutions, then RBI, then central and state governments. These are the participants of money market. In capital market, there are various institutions which comes under capital market. Apart from that, investors, foreign and domestic investors also will be there. Of course, investors, individual investors are not permitted to a certain extent to transact directly in the capital market, but we can see the existence of investors also. Okay, so investors will be there and some financial institutions will be there. So investors include foreign investors and domestic investors also. So these are all the difference in the case of participants in both the markets. Then let us see the next one. Next difference is regarding the instruments traded. Instruments traded. The various instruments traded in the money market are treasury bill. Normally it is called the T-bills. Treasury bills, commercial paper, call money, then certificate of deposits. So these are all the various instruments traded in the money market. They are short term in nature. That means it will be for a period of less than 1 year. And the investments traded in the capital market are equity shares, preference shares, debt, debentures and bonds. Equity shares, preference shares, debentures and bonds. The speciality of these instruments are they are having a maturity period of more than 1 year. Means medium term securities and long term securities are traded in capital market. Okay, so that is the difference on the basis of the instruments traded. Then let us see the next one. Next difference is on the basis of the investment outlay. Investment outlay. What do you mean by investment outlay? Investment in this market. If you want to invest in any instruments in money market or capital market, how much will you have to pay? How much the minimum investment is needed, and where the investment is more. Suppose you can invest either in money market or in capital market. Where the investment amount will be more, amount of investment will be more in capital market or money market. In money market, the investment will be more. Why? Because in money market, instruments will be issued on a big or lump sum amount. For example, we have told in the case of treasury bill, the minimum amount, if you want to invest in treasury bill, the minimum amount which you can invest is 25,000. Cannot invest less than that. Okay, so condition is almost more or less same in the case of all other instruments which are traded in money market, but in the case of capital market, the investment outlay is very less. For example, the face value of the shares, we have studied in accountancy, the face value of shares can be even 10 rupee also, 100 rupee also, maybe 1000 rupees or 500 rupees also. So if you invest even 1000 rupees also, you can buy even 10 shares. 10 shares you can buy. That means amount of investment is less in the case of capital market, but the amount of investment will be more in the case of money market. Okay, let us see the next one, the fourth one regarding duration. Duration of money market and capital market. Which duration? Duration of the securities traded. We have told that securities traded in money market are short-term duration securities. Securities for short-term duration. That means for a period of less than 1 year. But in the case of capital market, the duration for the securities which are traded in capital market covers more than a period of 1 year. More than a period of 1 year. Okay. So duration for the money market instruments are less, when the duration for the capital market instruments are more. Okay. Then next, let us talk about liquidity. What do you mean by liquidity? We have studied what is liquidity. What is this? Liquidity is encashability, the capacity to convert into cash, which can be converted more easily. Which can be converted easily, either money market instruments or capital market instruments. See, capital market instruments can be converted easily whenever you want to sell your shares which you have purchased. So immediately you can find a broker. In every district you can find share brokers. You can meet him and sell it. Or at the same time, if you want to buy a share also, immediately you can meet that broker and buy the share. That is very easy. But comparatively, that much it is not liquid in the case of money market. Money market instruments were not that much liquid. But now it is that money market instruments are also easily convertible to cash because of the interference or the introduction of DFHI. But it is Discount and Finance House of India. Discount and Finance House of India. This institution set up for making money market instruments a liquid security. That means with the introduction of this institution, we can either discount, we can sell the share, or we can submit this money market instruments into any of the institutions. Say here itself, we can deposit and can discount it. For example, if you have value of 50,000 value of money market instrument is there with you. If you want to have an urgent money, you can deposit that or discount this into that institution, and they may give for 50,000 rupees. You may get 49,000 rupees. 4,000 rupees will be the discount charge. So otherwise you can sell it whenever you wish. So now at present money market instruments are also having liquidity. Okay. Then next, safety. Safety. Which instruments are safe or trading in capital market or money market where there is what risk, less risk, where there is more safe. Safety means chance of less risk, where it is having less risk. Money market is having less risk. Why? Because securities are having short term duration. Within a short period of time we will get back the money, isn't it? So money market instruments are safer than capital market instruments because these instruments are long term in nature, and every time the market value of the share changes, fluctuates according to the market situation. But in the case of money market instruments, which value is the value which is fixed given in the certificate will get back. So which is safe? Money market instruments are safe and capital market instruments are risky. Okay. Then if it is safe, what the next one regarding the return? Where the return will be more? Return or expected return? Where the expected return will be more? Return will be more where there is risk more. Return will be more where the risk is more. More risk, more return. That is the situation. So where the return will be more? For the capital market instruments, return will be more. Okay. So if you are ready to go for a speculation, it is you can invest in capital market. You may get high return compared to money market instruments. So return will be more in the case of capital market instruments, and return the same way return will be less in the case of money market instruments. So is it clear? So these are all the various points of differences between money market instruments and capital market instruments. Okay. Once again, let us see how to calculate financial market. Here we have already discussed in the previous video. Let us see that once again. Financial market can be divided into two main categories. They are money market and capital market. This money market we have already discussed, so we are not going to discuss much about money market now. Now let us discuss about capital market. Capital market meaning we have told it is the market for long-term securities, or it is the place or the concept where we can buy and sell long-term securities, long-term and medium-term securities. Medium-term securities means the securities having the maturity period of 1 to 3 years or maximum 1 to 5 years. So that is medium term securities. And long term securities also maybe 10 years duration. That much, that to both the type medium and long term securities can be bought and sold in capital market. Let us discuss this capital market. This capital market can be divided into two categories. They are primary market and secondary market. Primary market and secondary market. This primary market and secondary market are the classifications of capital market. This market can again be classified into two categories, that is primary market for debt instruments, debt market and equity market. Equity market, debt and equity. Here also secondary market also can be classified into two categories, debt and equity. Debt market and equity market. Okay. Then let us see primary market. Before that, let me introduce this debt market and equity market. Debt market is the market for debt instruments. Debt instruments we have studied debenture. Debenture we have explained. Debenture is a credit document. That means this is a document issued by the company to borrow money from the public. So debt instrument, one of the debt instrument is debenture and another one is bonds. This also, bond is also just like a debenture, credit instrument only. The difference is that bond does not bear any interest, but debenture bears some interest. So equity market is the market for, or equity instruments are shares. That means equity shares and preference shares. These are the different instruments in equity market. Equity market is equity instruments are the owner's funds. That means these are the investment made by the owner. That means the equity shareholders or preference shareholders are considered as the owners of the business. But these are the borrowed money. Okay. Then here also debt and equity we have discussed here, same way only. And what is primary market? Primary market is otherwise called new issue market. This is the market where the first hand securities are bought and sold. First hand securities are bought and sold. Or it is the market where new issue happens. That means shares directly issued by the company to the concerned persons or investors. That means fresh securities can be purchased here, or fresh securities are bought and sold here in the primary market. In secondary market, as the name indicates, this is a market for the second hand securities. Second hand securities. Okay. Now today we are going to discuss about the primary market. What is primary market? Primary market is the market for fresh securities or newly issued securities are bought and sold. And let us see which are the different methods of flotation in new issue market. New issue market means primary market. Flotation means issuing or the methods of issuing shares in the primary market. That's what we are going to discuss now. Okay, what are the different methods of issuing shares or securities in the new issue market? The first method is offer through prospectus. Offer through prospectus. Offer through prospectus. What is a prospectus? Offer through prospectus means issuing shares by way of issuing the prospectus. Prospectus, what is it? Prospectus is an invitation to the public to purchase or subscribe the shares or debentures of a body corporate. Let us write the definition here. Prospectus is an invitation to public to subscribe, or purchase the shares or debentures of a body corporate. This is what is called a share. Prospectus. Prospectus is an invitation. It's an invitation. Invitation, to the public. Invitation to the public. That means an invitation will be given to the public. How it will be given? Company will go to each and every public individually to hand over the invitation. No, not like that. This invitation will be published through any media, newspaper or television or any media to be purchased. You can see it in some TV advertisements also. Okay. So, or otherwise through online means, internet and all, it can be seen. So, actually this invitation or the prospectus is the advertisement. Okay, prospectus is the advertisement. So, it is an invitation. It will be published in any of the media. Okay, to the public. It will be issued for the public. For what purpose? To attract them to subscribe. Subscribe means same way, purchase. To purchase the shares or subscribe the shares or debentures of a body corporate. Body corporate means any legally established business organization. Means here a company. So that invitation is prospectus. Here offer through prospectus means issuing the shares by issuing the prospectus. That means this is the normal method of issue of shares. Traditional method of issue of shares by giving advertisement in the newspaper or any media. Company will offer shares to the public and public will give the application to purchase and accordingly they will contribute the money for the capital. So that is offer through prospectus. The next one, offer for sale. Offer for sale. What is this offer for sale? Instead of directly issuing to the public, this issuing shares directly to the public involves lot of procedures. Here also it is there, but comparatively procedures are less here, offer for sales. And time can be saved. How the time can be saved? Because here it is not directly giving to the public, not issuing to the entire population. Here it will be sold in bulk quantities to some institutions or brokers or group of people. They are called issue houses or share brokers. Some issue houses are there. That means at the time when the company issues the shares, these issue houses, this organization will purchase the shares in bulk. And after that they will resell to somebody. So like that, shares, the company may reissue the shares to the discount houses or share issue houses or through any share brokers. In that way also they can sell the shares. That is also a method of issuing shares in the primary market. Then another one, private placement. What is the speciality of private placement? In private placement, the shares will be issued, which will not be issued to the public directly. It will not be issued or it will not be sold to any group of people also. Here also it will be issued through the public persons. Here, instead of issuing the shares to the public, they will privately issue to some that persons, or that means the friends or relatives or somebody. That means through some private arrangement they will sell the shares. What is the speciality or what is the benefit of private placement? In private placement, these procedures of issuing shares in the public through public offer is not there. That much procedures are not there. So if you want to issue shares to the public directly through this prospectus or through sales, they have to get the permission from the Reserve Bank of India, and they have to get listed the name of the company in the stock exchange, and all those procedures are there, and it involves huge cost also. All those can be reduced if they issue shares through private placement. That means issuing shares through or issuing shares to their friends or relatives. Okay. Then next one, fourth one, we can say right issue. What do you mean by right issue? Right issue is another important method of issue. That means here the present or the existing shareholders will be given an option to purchase at the time of new issue. At the time when the company makes new issue, the existing shareholders will be given an option to purchase certain shares on the basis of certain proportion. That method is called right issue. Okay. For example, when the company start to issue new shares, company will say, or company before issuing that to the public, company will say that we are going to issue shares. Those who want to buy can buy for this much price. Okay. So in that way, in right issue, shares will be issued to the existing shareholders. That is the speciality. And the fifth one, this is also very, very important one nowadays. IPOs, EIPOS, Electronic Initial Public Offers. Electronic Initial Public Offers. What is the specialty here? Here the shares will be issued through stock exchanges. Stock exchanges actually the exchange for second-hand securities or the place of buying second-hand securities. But some of the online stock exchanges are there nowadays. They are offering primary market also. So instead of issuing shares through prospectus, now what the company can do? Company can issue the shares through the electronic platform of the stock exchange. That means through the internet facility provided by the stock exchange, company can give the advertisement for issuing the shares. So from there the public may purchase that. Not through any other media, through online platform of the stock exchange. Okay, so that is what is called the initial public offer, electronic initial public offer. So all these things are initial offers only, but here it is initial electronic initial public offer. Okay, what is the specialty here? Here the shares will be issued through the online platform of the stock exchange. Okay, online primary market of the stock exchange. Is it clear? So these are all the various methods of flotation of shares in the new issue market. So today we have discussed about what is capital market and what are the difference between capital market and money market, and the last thing is methods of flotation in the new issue market. And these things are very, very simple and easy to understand, and I hope all of you understood the topic. Okay.